Thank you, and just would like to say how grateful I am for the support that I have received from the people here in Lakewood, and I look forward, hopefully, during this next election on June 5th, then again in November, for that support as well. I've worked very hard in Congress on a whole host of important issues: human rights, trying to build the economic base or reclaim the hope that and dreams that people have by building more jobs, creating more jobs, working on education, environmental protection, and I've been very focused in the area of disability. I actually wrote the Combating Autism Act, which has provided hundreds of millions of dollars to try to get to the cause of autism, while simultaneously helping those who have been afflicted with it with a series of best practices, early intervention, so that those who have it have the best outcome and the best prospects of a functioning and the best functioning adulthood. It's a challenge, a huge challenge. I've also worked very hard on the issue of the families themselves, the moms and the dads who have the challenge of an autistic child, the need for respite and timeouts for them, because it is, especially for severely autistic children, a huge challenge for them. We're also working on the issue of the aging out. As many of these young people now become adults, there are a number of challenges that present themselves to society, and I've got legislation pending that would try to address that. They're no longer potentially in a school situation. What do we do about housing, about possible employment, and all the other associated issues? So autism and disability issues have been uppermost in my agenda. I've also worked very hard on veterans. I am the prime sponsor of 13 major laws to assist our veterans, those who have sacrificed in Iraq and Afghanistan and in all of our wars, frankly. I wrote a bill that created a huge additional payment for under the GI Bill for college education, increasing the payment by 60% so that more men and women who are veterans can go to college and get that degree. I also wrote a law dealing with homeless veterans. It's called the Homeless Veterans Assistance Act. And that legislation has had a huge impact on using best practices, replicating them, expanding them, and coming up with some new innovative ideas to help our men and women who are on the streets but who served in our armed forces. We need to make sure we reach out and get them back into society. And one of the bills for veterans that I'm most proud of created the polytrauma centers that have helped so many veterans who have loss of limb, perhaps deep brain injury, and of other associated wounds from war, to get the kind of aggressive interventions by healthcare professionals in a totally coordinated way, polytrauma, hence the name of the initiative, and that has worked to help many people in our district and throughout the country who are veterans who have been wounded and wounded badly. So I again would ask for support. As people know, there are three major jobs of a congressman: lawmaking, the second is oversight, the third is constituent service. I rank second among all 435 members of Congress over the last 20 years in writing laws, bills that become law. You know, it's easy to drop a bill in and say, here's an idea, here's a proposal. I actually turn them into laws, and again, I rank second in the entire House of Representatives for doing that. On oversight, we work very vigorously on that to make sure once we pass a law, it's enforced correctly by the executive branch. And then on constituent casework, which I think many people know, that if you call my office, we respond, and we respond effectively. We don't always win. You know, nobody bats 1,000%. But I can assure you, we will leave no stone unturned on your behalf on trying to get a positive outcome, a positive resolution to whatever issue that you're facing, be it immigration, be it an issue dealing with Social Security, any federal and even the state issues. We work very closely with the state, with the governor, with Chris Christie and his leaders to try to secure a positive outcome for the constituents. So again, I ask for your vote and look forward to serving you in the future.